Donald Trump's nightmare surrounding Taylor Swift continues to get worse for him and his campaign because not only did Taylor Swift endorse Kamala Harris and bring attention to her campaign, not only did Taylor Swift include a voter registration link in that endorsement, and then hundreds of thousands of people visited that website, but now Donald Trump's own supporters are turning on him, flipping on him over his attacks on Taylor Swift. This just continues to get worse. As he elevates his attacks on Taylor Swift, his campaign continues to crumble and go down. So I want to show you these comments from Donald Trump supporters in response to him directly. We'll talk about them a little bit. Let's just dive right in. As many of you have probably seen by now, Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social yesterday. It's real, it's not fake, it's not AI, it's none of that nonsense like MAGA often likes to claim with stuff like this. Donald Trump really posted on Truth Social saying, "I hate Taylor Swift." It's almost like he wants to lose the election. He just continues to further the divide between himself and women voters and independent voters and young people and, of course, Taylor Swift fans. Why would he do this? He continues to pick a fight with the most famous person in the world right now. And even his own supporters gave him some backlash over this, kind of asking the same questions that we are, like, why? Why would you do this? For example, here's a user on Truth Social that got 6,000 likes on their comment under this post saying, "Oh boy, this one isn't going to help much. Why couldn't we just ignore her and move on?" It's almost like these Trump supporters are learning who Donald Trump is in real time, because that's just not who Donald Trump is. He can't just move on. If somebody doesn't endorse him or bow down to him or kiss the ring or talk about how amazing he is, he will go after them, whether it helps his campaign or not. If you do not support Donald Trump, he will do everything in his power to make your life harder. That's what he's doing with Taylor Swift right now. He's going after saying, "I hate Taylor Swift," posting fake AI images of her to complicate her life. That's what he's doing. But it's only hurting his campaign, and even his own supporters are identifying it. Here's another one. Jason on Truth Social said, "I'm your biggest supporter, but stop the dumb blank. We won't swear. How does this help? All this does is give these idiots something to talk about instead of policies. Taylor Swift is irrelevant," which is an insane thing to say. "Stick to policy, stop going down to their level." It's ironic to me that Jason here and other MAGA Republicans think that Trump is going down to our level by going after Taylor Swift. I'm sorry, Donald Trump is on his own level. Like, Democrats don't post stuff like this. Democrats don't do stuff like this. You don't see Joe Biden or Kamala Harris raging on Twitter saying, "I hate Kid Rock" or "I hate Hulk Hogan," because they're adults. They're mature people who know how to do their jobs. And they're not a child stuck in a man's body. But look at this. And it's also just remarkable that Jason thinks that Donald Trump has the ability to focus on policy. Again, I think that they're learning who Donald Trump is in real time. Donald Trump, we've known him for 8+ years now. 8 awful years. And not once has he ever focused on the policy. He's always focused on a personal attack, personal insults, attacking people that don't align with him. That's what he's doing here. And it seems like these Trump supporters are now only discovering this. Like, do you guys not know who this guy is? Have you not been watching him for the past 8 years do things exactly like this? But even this guy is saying, "I'm your biggest supporter, but stop this. I'm your biggest supporter, but stop this. How does this help?" Remarkable. And the last one I want to show you here is from another user, MJB Santa Fe, saying, "Why would you post this? I'm a supporter, but I find this disturbing. You will lose both independents and women's votes because of this. This is bad, really bad." I hate to say this, but I agree with her. I know she's a Trump supporter. She's a fan of him, but I agree. Why would he? Why would he? It's incredibly disturbing. Between him and all these other MAGA Republicans like Elon Musk posting really just strange things about Taylor Swift, it's very disturbing. It's very gross. And this post right here is also disturbing. And I agree with her analysis that Donald Trump will lose independents and women's votes. Women, I mean, it's like Donald Trump wants to lose women votes. He wants to take their reproductive rights away. He's going after Taylor Swift. He's going after Taylor Swift. He wants to limit IVF, limit contraception. Donald Trump just hates women. MAGA just don't like women. They continue to prove that day in and day out, and this is no exception. This is no exception. And of course, independents, just generally, every single voter is looking at this like, why on earth is the Republican nominee for president beefing with the most famous person on the earth? Why? Why are they not focused on policy? You don't see, again, I want to make this very clear. You don't see Kamala Harris doing this. You don't see Democrats doing this. Donald Trump and the Republicans love focusing on anything except things that help the American people. And it's not just Donald Trump who's gone after Taylor Swift in recent days in really gross ways. Like, for example, I just want to show you this that really caught my eye, and it's incredibly disturbing. This account on Twitter called Real Trump News, so clearly a Trump fan, posted this, saying Taylor Swift has lost an estimated $150 million over the boycotting of her merchandise and memorabilia after she endorsed Kamala Harris for president. Thoughts? Now, this tweet got 60,000 likes plus 2.6 million views, a lot of big numbers, but it's entirely false. It's entirely false. Taylor Swift has not lost $150 million in memorabilia and merchandise sales. But what's really nefarious about this post right here, and this post that Trump supporters are circulating, is that the picture of Taylor Swift crying has some added context. Let's find out what that context is. Mama Maya posted, "Is this real? Are they using a picture of Taylor Swift crying after she performed Ronin About My Child? I'm going to throw up." This is a mother who lost her child to cancer. To cancer. And that's Taylor Swift crying in this image. That's Taylor Swift crying after performing that song about this child that died with cancer. And MAGA Republicans are circulating this image. It's who they are. It's who they are. Trump circulating AI images, saying, "I hate Taylor Swift." His supporters using images of her crying when singing a song about a boy with cancer. It's who they are. Here's an article on it as well. Mother of child who inspired Taylor Swift's Ronin hits back at Trump and his supporters over triggering image. And it talks about how this username, Real Trump News, as we just discussed, and her son Ronin died in 2011, his 4th birthday, from neuroblastoma, a rare form of cancer in the nervous system that usually affects young children. Thompson posted various blogs about her son, which Swift used quotes from to write the song Ronin, where Thompson is credited as a co-writer. That's what Donald Trump and his supporters are doing to Taylor Swift right now, all because she endorsed Kamala Harris. And it's totally backfiring. And it's backfiring not only because, Trump supporters are turning on him, they're saying, "Why on earth would you do this? What's wrong with you?" Some of them at least, but it's also just fueling people to register to vote. After Taylor Swift posted that voter registration link, more than 400,000 people went to that link. 400,000. And just to put this in some context, in the 3 hours after Taylor Swift shared the link between 9 p.m. and midnight, there was a 585% spike in voters using the site's registration and verification tools. Over the next 24 hours, over 406,000 people clicked on Swift's link, accounting for more than half of the approximately 727,000 people who visited vote.gov. By comparison, vote.gov received an average of 30,000 visitors per day between September 3rd and September 9th. It's who Donald Trump's messing with. So if Donald Trump and his supporters want to continue down this route of demeaning Taylor Swift, insulting her on social media, they can do that. It's just not going to get well with them because, I saw somebody on social media the other day say something about Taylor Swift, saying she doesn't get revenge, she gets even. And I think this November, we're going to get even. I think people are going to show up and vote out Donald Trump and vote out all of this nonsense, this disgusting nonsense. Donald Trump's nightmare surrounding Taylor Swift continues. He keeps going after her, keeps attacking her, and it keeps backfiring on him. To quote Taylor Swift, Donald Trump is truly the smallest man who ever lived. It's really what he is. It's a great description of him. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this, talk about it a little bit, but I appreciate you being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this video. Also drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about all of this. And as I always say, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.